Low to music. A little louder, Joe. A little louder. Not loud enough?
No. Start over. Take it from the top, Joe.
No, we did it first. If we clap, it's the end. That's all right. That's all right. I get even. I don't know. Most of you have worked with Hank most of your PA careers. Now, I didn't meet Hank formally until a year and a half ago. At that time, I've known Hank's work almost 30 years, but I didn't know Hank. I knew of him. One of the first projects I seen that Hank had made was a model of the approaches to the George Washington Bridge for both New York and the Jersey side, which included the Cross Bronx Expressway for the Lafayette Bridge. It took up 3 rooms this size, from what I remember. Unfortunately, I had to put it in a dumpster 5 years ago to make way for construction of the George Washington Bridge. But they held it until then, to the last minute. That was one project. Another one that everybody knows is the World Trade Center. What you may not know is that when Mr. Tobin said, I want more plaza space, less building, taking up the area, Hank came in with 2 milk cartons and made, that time we had square milk cartons with the square tops, not these little dome things, and covered them, and this was the model, the first model for the Trade Center. From there, he built 7 models that went worldwide. They were packed up in crates, special worldwide, plus the model for the office, which hung at the Lincoln Tunnel land building for a year and a half for people to work in. People come in every day, secretaries, executives, everybody worked in there. That was to give the simulation of the building at about the 70th floor for the sway. To measure the cables, everything was set up. It was on a steel cage, and the office was as if you were in the World Trade Center. Everything to scale. Hank did that too. Prior to that, Kennedy Airport, as we know it, with Idlewild, the tower, the International Arrivals Building, the 3 reflective fountains, which Hank built was probably about this size, and you know what it looks like today. It's changed, but there's another one of Hank's many models. The most recent one, and the one we're all very familiar with, and that is the Newark Airport model. That was 1/10 scale. You have a picture of that in your scrapbook that you showed. It was 1/10 scale,
the actual size.
Actual size of the buildings. All those nice umbrella buildings, all poured concrete, monolithic poured. That's, once they start, they can't stop. You know how much money those contractors make for it?
You're working for the wrong company?
I wasn't working. Hey, did you get part of that by any chance?
They contracted it out.
They contracted it all out. But Hank took care of all that. He took care of all of us, because we wouldn't be working unless these projects were up and running. We wouldn't need a job. We maintained what he started. And I'm proud to say that we continue to do it, and I hope we can live up to their standards. Now, if you'll digress 1 minute, I have a letter that Roger Murray asked me to read. He couldn't be here tonight. He's in Washington, D.C., trying to get our signs changed again. Probably more playgrounds someplace.
Straight to the White House. You don't want to run
Trailblazers, blue trailblazers. Here, Hank. Sorry I can't be with you as you close the Port, as you close the Port Authority chapter of your life. Thank you for the very excellent craftsmanship you gave us over the years in the design of our extensive variety of highway, I can't get that one too low, directionals, trailblazers, logos, and interior signs. Thank you for training our new men. We have no other training program. And thank you for all the clever retirement presents you constructed for former retirees, ranging from a fully wired model vacuum apparatus for our runway striper, best of health and happiness in what I hope is your best chapter ever. Signed, Roger Murray. P.S. Come visit me when you're in the Big Apple. Birch? Yes, sir.
Joe, why don't you help the boys to get the Trailblazers and the billboard back in Pennsylvania?
I'd love to. I don't mind the trip to Pennsylvania. There's some nice watering holes out there.
Those used to be good trips. We used to go to Pennsylvania.
Maryland.
Hank, you know how in sports they retire a player's number? Retiring football jersey. We're retiring your 8th grade with the paint on it. 44 years of paint.
That's about, there's a lot of years in there.
And a small token of our appreciation. And
You use it for the dishes now.
the painters and the guys in the sign shop would like to present you with this gift.
It's not as good as the models that you
You
built.
made, yeah. But
We're
it's
still
something
learning.
It's something you can hang in your bedroom, and I hope you like it.
Okay, Hank, this is a gift from everybody here at this party, and a few people that weren't able to make it. They wanted to wish you the best of luck in your retirement and to enjoy it. Okay? Have a good
Speech.
Take it off. Hank, just ignore the stock number.
Don't worry. I tried for it. My stock comes, give it one more.
I was one of
It's a little something.
I wish I had a lot more time to make some.
It's the sentiment.
Yeah.
Take the plastic off.
Take the plastic off. The plastic off. There we go. We'll get in there.
I get the best helper I had in the shop.
Take it off.
Hank, even though we haven't had the opportunity to work together for very long, I have to say that I truly appreciate the conversations that we have had. You've given me tremendous insight into what the Port Authority has been like through your years here, and also the sign shop and your model making experience. Hank and I have had numerous conversations regarding what the sign shop once did and where he feels still it should go, and he's given me a lot of good ideas for it. Your model making career, Hank sat down with me one day and we took the time to look at his portfolio of all the models that he's done for the Port Authority, and that is something to be so proud of. to work on some of the models, have worked on the models that are just world-renowned structures. And I wish you the very best of luck in your retirement. And on behalf of the Port Authority Engineering Department, I'd like to give you this plaque for your very many distinguished years of service to the Port Authority.
Where's Hank's knife? Quick!
Hank, Bird's lost your knife.
We left it on the bench and it rolled away.
Yes, thank you.
Put it up there. Let's
We've got an awful lot to talk about.
Let's see it.
Let's see it.
Taking a picture.
I'm surrounded by heat. I blew the circuit.
How many circuits is not going Speech!
I want to thank everybody for coming.
Quiet.
I want to thank everybody for coming and making a nice show like this. And I want to thank Mike and I believe it was Kelsey for arranging the party. I want to thank everybody, like I said, for coming. And it's been good working with all of you. Thank you for everything.
All right.
You didn't sing no bad voice about it.
Give you 15 minutes.
I don't have bad words for anybody.
I always said, that's the sentiment, you're my best number I ever had in the back. We run that whole job.
Thank you, Al.
Memories of the back room.
That was the worst part.
I like this saying, piss it around. I don't know what they want. That's what they're saying. I hear somebody saying that, piss around. I don't know what they mean.
That was worse than
Oh, yeah.
42 years.
Side picture.
Good to see you again. Peter, my love to the kids, you beautiful bride. And your mom.
When was it,
Did you bring it in?
not the wedding? Was it the wedding? The ceremony before the wedding, where you went to the parents' house?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was the one I took. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was.
I heard a lot about yourself. Oh, yeah, the one in Spain? That was something.
But it was a pleasure to be associated with a true craftsman, and I think Hank is the last of the craftsmen from the shop. I just hope somebody will follow in his footsteps.
What about me?
It's been a pleasure, but you got to follow in his footsteps. It was very nice. Every time there was something to be fixed or repaired, we would bring it to Hank, and Hank would most of the time take care of it unless the motor was burnt out. Have a nice time. Enjoy your life. Stay.
Oh, kiss me!
Video.
Alright, one more.
Stay. No, don't make no noise.
Bye, Hank.
Alright, Hank.
Stay.
Go on,
It's
Hank.
crazy. Stay.
I